first contestant, a one-time runner-up who spent the last 4 months practicing for his comeback. Say hello to Evan McMorris-Santoro. A returning champion. She knows the sweet taste of victory better than anyone. Please welcome back Crystal Ball. Our special guest contestant, a weekend morning game show icon. He's come a long way since wearing the same sweater 3 times in a week on national television. Here is a clearly uncomfortable Steve Kornacki. And today's celebrity guest host. You know him from the classic game shows Double Dare and History IQ. Put your hands together, millennials. It's
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bill Wolf. Thank you, studio audience, and thank you at home for tuning in. Yes, you heard correctly. I am Mark Summers, in today for Steve Kornacki, who is getting a chance to see how this game is played from the other side of the buzzer. Now, Evan McMorris-Santoro and Crystal Ball are back here again for another shot at glory. And as Bill Wolf mentioned, Crystal is a former champion. And Evan, if you win today, it will not only be vindication for you and all your BuzzFeed colleagues, but score high enough, and it might qualify you for possible participation in the Tournament of Champions. Format and the rules remain the same. 3 rounds of play, 100 seconds each round. Questions get harder as we go on. Buzz at any time, but you will be penalized for wrong answers. Also, there's an instant bonus question in each round, a no-risk chance for you to earn more points. And I want to assure everyone, Steve has not had access to any of today's questions. So with that, I'll ask you, contestants, are you ready?
Sort of.
That's all ever be.
Hands on buzzers. Here's our first question for 100 points. On Friday, the U.S. State Department ordered further evacuations of American embassy personnel from what strife? Yes, and that would be
Sudan?
That is correct, Evan. You get on the board with 100 points. South Sudan. Second question worth 100 points. It was revealed this week that in a postal mix-up, a Christmas package containing private photos of this famous Illinois. Yes, Steve. Yes, they got a Christmas gift that was not belonging to them, and they passed it on to the right person. 100 points for you, Steve. The controversial mayor of the 4th largest city in North America. Yes,
Rob
Evan.
Ford?
Rob Ford is right. Filed paperwork to run for re-election. Evan takes the lead. Steve in second. Crystal, I have not heard from you just yet. A federal judge in Chicago ruled this week that this famous British fictional detective, yes, Steve,
Sherlock Holmes,
now belongs in the public domain. You are right. Another 100 points. We have an instant bonus now. For more points, Sherlock Holmes, Steve, is played by what actor in the popular BBC PBS television series Sherlock?
Oh, it's Benedict Cumberbatch?
Will we accept that? Yes, it's Benedict Cumberbatch, but they're saying we will accept it. Carrying on with the 100-point round, former Representative Mary Bono will present the Sonny Bono Visionary Award to this similarly named Irish rocker at this year's, yes, Steve?
Bono.
Yeah, Bono meet Bono, Bono meet Bono. Another 100 points for Steve. You're taking the lead here. This New York congressman railed against the New York Times Thursday. Crystal.
Peter King.
Yes, called the paper a disgrace. Crystal gets in finally in this round. Another 100-point question. This Florida Republican, that means the time is up. We're going to look at the scores here and find out that Evan has 200 points. Crystal has 100, but Steve is in the lead with 400 points. Congratulations. Once again, he had no idea what you were asking, I promise. All right, going into the 200-point round. Here we go. Becoming the first state in the union to legalize marijuana. Yes, Crystal?
Colorado.
That is incorrect. Steve?
Washington?
Yes, Colorado will be joined by what state later this year? It is Washington State. 200 points for Steve. Crystal still with only 100. Evan, you got to hang in here. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid will hold a vote this week on a bill that would extend. Yes, Evan.
Unemployment insurance.
That is incorrect. You're out of this one. Let me continue the question. Yes, Steve?
3 months.
Yes, we'll hold a vote this week on a bill that would extend emergency unemployment benefits for how long? 3 months. Instant bonus, Steve. Name the Republican senator who is co-sponsoring the bill with Democrat Jack Reed.
Dean Heller.
From Nevada. You are right. Another 200 points for you. You're running away with it. It kind of looks like we fixed this thing.
Analyst. Really does.
I want an independent investor.
Analyst from the Rachel Sacramento show this week revealed that this Michigan House Republican made 27 Sunday talk show appearances, the most of any member of... Yes, Steve?
Dave Camp?
That is incorrect. The most talk show appearances, the most of any member of Congress in 2013. Crystal?
Jim Stenson?
That is not right. Evan, can you take it?
Oh, man. Intelligence Committee.
Time is up. It's Mike Rogers.
Mike Rogers.
Enjoying his 160th round of golf as president, but I think Eisenhower played more. Barack Obama hit the links with his first foreign elected official Thursday. Yes, Evan?
The Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Yes, that is right. John Key, and you hit 200 points for you. According to a report this week, this season, 2 American Idol runner-up is considering Steve.
Clay Aiken.
Is running for Congress in North Carolina. Clay Aiken is correct. And that is the end of the 200-point round. And take a look at this. Steve, you have 1,000 points. Crystal has, what, minus 300? Is that true? And Evan at 200. We're moving into the 300-point round. Crystal and Evan, better jump into this. Steve could run away with it all.
Oh, they could catch me.
Besting loquacious congressmen such as Ted Cruz and Harry Reid, it was revealed this week that it was actually this Alabama Republican, yes, Steve,
Jeff Sessions,
who logged the most speaking time on the Senate floor. You are right, another 300 points for Steve. This Tea Party-friendly congressman announced that he will accept donations in his, yes, Steve,
Steve Stockton,
in his Republican for Senate using Bitcoin. You are right. 300 points for you. Steve, you could just take a nap if you want. That makes no difference at this point. The California Supreme Court ruled on Thursday, Crystal and Evan, that Sergio Garcia can now practice law in the state, which would make him, yes, Evan?
He's the first undocumented immigrant to be able to practice law?
That is correct. 300 points for Evan. New York City officials were sent scrambling for a few hours this week after a Bible used to swear in incoming Mayor Bill de Blasio went missing at the inauguration. Yes,
Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
It belonged to Franklin Delano Roosevelt. We have an instant bonus for 300 more. The Bible was used by FDR during his first presidential inauguration in 1933. Who was his vice president? If you answer this, I'll give you my house.
Wallace?
No. It was John Nance Garner. I'd never heard of the man. All right. Another 300-point question. Crystal, please wake up. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio has pledged to end this activity, one of New York's longest-standing, yes, Evan?
Horse carriages?
Getting rid of the horse carriage rides. Another 300 for Evan. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts released his annual year-end report this week, writing that this issue was the one that hurt the judicial branch the most this year. Evan?
Sequestration?
That is correct, or budget cuts. Another 300 for Evan. Here's another 300-point question. Moving in on Steve. On Twitter this week, this former Oakland A's slugger and prolific tweeter said, yes, Steve.
Jose Canseco
is right for another 300 points. That was the buzzer. And let's see what the score is. The final score is Steve, 1,900 points. Oh, Evan, 1,400. Crystal Ball, minus 300. Oh, my goodness. I'm really shocked by that. And that means you are up against the clock today, Steve. What's his name? And that means I have no idea what I'm doing here. You're the champion with 1,900 points. I'm going to the prompter. Congratulations. And as our champion, here we go. You will get the official Up Against the Clock prize package. And Bill Wolf, tell him what he has won.
As our champion, you'll have your name printed in exquisite Sharpie on the coveted Up Against the Clock Cup. And you'll get to take the trophy home with you and show it off to friends, family, and local school children for exactly 1 week. You'll also receive an appearance this coming week on MSNBC's The Cycle, airing weekdays, 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll also get to play in our bonus round for today's grand prize, a $50 gift certificate to Rutt's Hut in Clifton, New Jersey, serving up the best pranks in the greater Meadowlands area. Try the deep-fried Ripper. The relish is on us. Back to you, Steve.
Hi, Steve. There is one more piece of unfinished business here before we can award you that trip to Rutt Hut in, is it Clifton, New Jersey?
Clifton.
Son of a gun. I have in my hand the instant bonus question for that jackpot. One question. Here it is. New York Times columnist Nicholas Kristof announced in an article on Wednesday that he would be dropping his middle initial D from his byline after carrying it for more than 25 years. What does that D stand for? Very tough question. Yes, Steve?
David.
That is incorrect. It was Donabet. D-O-N-A-B-E-T.
I just wanted to.
Unfortunately, you don't get that, but you are our grand prize winner, Steve. Fantastic. Sorry you didn't win, but you still get to keep that prize. And you get to hold, where's the gold cup? The gold cup is here somewhere. Anyway, congratulations. And no one leaves empty-handed. because you will all get the home edition of Up Against the Clock.
Thank goodness.
Fun for the entire family. Thanks, everyone, and thanks for playing at home. Steve, did I do okay?
You did more than okay. You want to do this every week?
I'd love to.
Congratulations. Nice job, Crystal. Evan, sorry to make it in there. We'll be back with more right